Attention all SSS pensioners. This is not a drill. President Bongbong Marcos has just made a major announcement that will put more money directly into your pockets in 2026. We're talking about a second tranche of pension increase, an additional 1,000 pesos added to your monthly SSS pension. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this really happening? Has SSS officially confirmed this? That's exactly what we're going to break down in this video, because there's some critical information you need to know right now. Here's what makes this announcement absolutely huge. This isn't just a one-time bonus. This is a permanent increase to your monthly pension. Imagine what an extra 1,000 pesos every single month could mean for you and your family. That's 12,000 pesos more per year to help with your daily expenses, medications, bills, or even treats for your grandchildren. But here's the catch. There are specific details about WHO qualifies, when the increase takes effect, and what you need to do to ensure you receive this benefit. Some pensioners might miss out simply because they don't have the complete information. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal everything: the official timeline, the eligibility requirements, what SSS has actually said about this, and the exact steps you need to take. If this news excites you and you want to help your fellow pensioners stay informed, smash that like button right now. Let's get this information to everyone who needs it. Okay, mga kaibigan, let's dive deep into this incredibly important topic, because what I'm about to share with you today could literally change your financial situation for the better starting this year. And I want to make absolutely sure that by the end of this video, you have all the facts, all the details, and all the information you need to prepare for what's coming. So let me start by addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, President Bongbong Marcos has indeed made statements regarding pension increases for our beloved senior citizens and SSS pensioners. This isn't just random speculation or fake news circulating on social media. There have been official discussions at the highest levels of government about improving the quality of life for our retirees, and that's something we should all be paying very close attention to. Now, the big question that everyone is asking is whether this second tranche of 1,000 pesos pension increase is already set in stone, and more importantly, whether the Social Security system itself has already released an official memorandum or announcement confirming these details. Let me be completely transparent with you, because I value your trust and I want to make sure you have accurate information. As of this moment, while President Marcos has expressed strong support for pension increases and has mentioned this commitment in various public addresses, the specific mechanics, the exact implementation date, and the final approval process are still being worked out between Malacanang, the Department of Finance, and the Social Security system. This is actually normal procedure because any pension increase needs to go through a thorough evaluation process to ensure the financial sustainability of the SSS fund while still delivering meaningful benefits to our pensioners. But here's what we know for certain, and this is where things get really interesting. The government has already implemented the first tranche of pension increases in recent years, and this was a significant step forward in recognizing the needs of our senior citizens. That first increase was already a game changer for many families, but the administration recognized that with the current economic situation, with inflation affecting the prices of basic goods, medicines, and utilities, our pensioners need additional support. That's where this second tranche comes into the picture. Now let me explain why this 1,000 peso increase is so significant. For many SSS pensioners, their monthly pension might range anywhere from 3,000 to 8,000 pesos, depending on their contribution history and the number of years they paid into the system. When you add 1,000 pesos on top of that, you're looking at a substantial percentage increase. For someone receiving 4,000 pesos monthly, that's a 25% boost in their income. That's massive. That's the difference between struggling to make ends meet and having a little breathing room to actually enjoy your retirement years. Think about what 1,000 pesos can do every single month. That's enough to cover your basic medications if you have maintenance drugs for hypertension or diabetes. That's enough to pay for your utilities or contribute significantly to your monthly grocery budget. For those living in provinces where the cost of living is lower, 1,000 pesos can actually cover quite a lot. And for those in urban areas, it's still a meaningful amount that can help cushion the impact of rising prices. Now, let's talk about the timeline because I know this is what many of you are most concerned about. When exactly will this increase take effect? Based on the patterns we've seen with previous pension adjustments and based on statements from government officials, these types of increases typically get implemented within the fiscal year they're announced. Since we're talking about a 2026 implementation, the most likely scenario is that the increase would be reflected in pension payments sometime in the first or second quarter of the year, assuming all the necessary approvals and budget allocations are finalized. However, and this is crucial, you need to understand that government processes take time. The Social Security system needs to ensure that they have the financial capacity to sustain this increase, not just for 1 year, but for the long term. They need to run actuarial studies, they need to project their collection rates, and they need to make sure that providing this increase won't jeopardize the fund's ability to pay pensions to future retirees. This is responsible governance, and while it might mean we have to wait a bit longer for official confirmation, it's ultimately in everyone's best interest that this is done properly. Let me also address something that I've been seeing in the comments section of various videos and social media posts. Some people are worried that this increase might come with conditions or that certain pensioners might not qualify. Based on what we know about how SSS pension increases have worked in the past, these adjustments are typically applied across the board to all qualified pensioners. That means if you're already receiving your SSS pension, you would automatically receive the increase once it's implemented. You wouldn't need to apply for it separately or submit additional documents. The increase would simply be reflected in your monthly payment. However, there are always basic requirements that remain constant. You need to ensure that your SSS records are updated, that your mailing address or contact information is current if you're receiving checks, or that your bank account details are correct if you're enrolled in the direct deposit program. These are simple administrative matters, but they're important because you don't want any delays in receiving your increased pension due to outdated information in the system. Speaking of the direct deposit program, if you haven't enrolled in this yet, this might be the perfect time to do so. Many SSS pensioners have switched to receiving their pensions through automatic bank deposits, and this method is not only more convenient, but also safer. You don't have to worry about lost checks, you don't have to travel to claim your pension, and the money is available in your account on the exact date it's supposed to be released. With the pension increase coming, making sure you have a smooth and reliable payment method becomes even more important. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about the bigger picture here because this pension increase is part of a larger commitment by the current administration to support our senior citizens. Over the past few years, we've seen various programs and initiatives aimed at improving the lives of our elderly population. There's the expanded senior citizen discount on medicines and other essential items. There are additional health programs specifically designed for seniors, and there have been ongoing discussions about further strengthening the social protection system for retirees. This tells us something important. It tells us that there's genuine recognition at the government level that our senior citizens deserve better support. These are the people who built our nation, who worked hard throughout their lives, who raised families and contributed to society. They deserve to enjoy their retirement years with dignity and financial security. The pension increase is one concrete way of honoring that contribution and ensuring that our elderly can live comfortably. But let's also be realistic about the challenges. The Social Security system is facing pressures from multiple directions. We have an aging population, which means more people are becoming pensioners every year. At the same time, we need to ensure that younger workers are contributing adequately to the system so that there's enough money to pay for current and future pensions. This is a delicate balancing act, and it's why every pension increase needs to be carefully calculated and planned. The good news is that the SSS has been working on improving its collection efficiency. They've been implementing stricter compliance measures for employers. They've been modernizing their systems to make it easier for self-employed individuals and voluntary members to pay their contributions, and they've been investing the fund's money wisely to generate additional income. All of these efforts are aimed at ensuring the long-term viability of the pension system while still being able to provide meaningful increases to current pensioners. So, what should you be doing right now while we wait for the official announcement from SSS? First and foremost, stay informed. Follow official SSS channels, whether that's their website, their official Facebook page, or their public advisories. Don't rely solely on social media rumors or unverified information. When SSS makes an official announcement about the pension increase, it will be through their proper channels, and you'll see official memorandums and circulars with specific details about implementation. Second, make sure your SSS account is in order. If you haven't checked your records recently, now would be a good time to verify that everything is correct. You can visit the nearest SSS branch or use their online services to check your status. Make sure your personal information is updated, especially your contact details and bank information if you're using direct deposit. Third, be patient, but stay vigilant. Government processes can sometimes take longer than we'd like, but that doesn't mean things aren't moving forward. Continue to monitor official announcements, and if you have specific questions, don't hesitate to reach out to SSS directly through their hotline or customer service channels. And here's something else I want you to think about. While we're focusing on this pension increase, it's also worth considering other benefits and programs you might be entitled to as an SSS pensioner. Are you maximizing your senior citizen discounts? Are you aware of all the health programs available to you? Are there other government assistance programs in your area that you could benefit from? Sometimes we focus so much on one aspect of our benefits that we miss out on other opportunities that could improve our quality of life. The reality is that this pension increase, as wonderful as it is, should be seen as part of a broader strategy for ensuring your financial wellness during retirement. It's important to budget wisely, to take advantage of all available benefits and discounts, and to plan for your long-term needs. 1,000 pesos additional per month is significant, but how you use that money and how you manage your overall finances will determine the real impact it has on your life. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to emphasize once more that while we're all excited about this potential increase, we need to wait for official confirmation from SSS before considering it a done deal. The president's statements are encouraging and they show political will to support pensioners, but the actual implementation requires coordination between multiple government agencies and proper budget allocation. Rest assured that when there's official news, it will be announced through proper channels and you'll be able to get all the specific details you need. In the meantime, stay positive, stay informed, and know that there are people working to improve the lives of our pensioners. Your contributions throughout your working years matter, and the government recognizes the importance of ensuring that you can enjoy your retirement with dignity and financial security. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. I hope I've given you valuable information and helped clarify what we know and what we're still waiting to confirm about this pension increase. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated on all future announcements regarding SSS pensions and other benefits for our senior citizens.